All right, here is the next to the last one. This is the basic graphics treatment. If you've gotten far as everything else, you can stop if you're kind of drained. But if you want to really try to understand what's going on with Final Cut Pro, keep going. Okay, I want to put the graphic treatment on this, and if you look over here, you're basically put with this blue screen over top, and we talked about this in class, and everybody was there. Thank you. It's got that at the stand up 1 and stand up 2. Okay, what I would like to do is first off, examine this. Anytime somebody asks me to recreate something, I look at everything beyond just the video image and I see what's there. Now, once again, beyond the demo that's written in the middle of that, I'm going to look at him. So he's at the back. The next thing that looks like to me is on top of him is the blue. And then these two things, I don't know which one, doesn't really matter, but these two things are next on top, and that's it. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and this thing changes from a Keysport to Greater Allegheny, so we'll call that 5, okay? So what we need to do is you need to start off by coming over here to the opening stand up and making an in and an out because I want this to cover him. Okay, and I want to put another piece of video down. I need to create another video track. I can always go up to sequence and insert tracks. That's good if I have something where I say I know I need 6 tracks. So you can go about it and do it, and you can put it wherever you want. You can put them before this layer or after this layer. Doesn't really matter. But for what I'm doing, I don't need that. I'm just going to go right-click down here in the gray space, in the empty space, add track, and that'll be my first one. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to apply any other video from here on out to that track. So I need to drag this up to there. Simply stated, I need to create a blue frame, okay? A blue frame only takes over half of it, and it's translucent. But let's get a blue frame over there, okay? Come to this little pill here. If you go to matte, color solid, doesn't matter. Pick a color solid, and there you go. It's all set up. All I'm going to do is just click and drag it over, and there it is on top of Curtis Porter. Okay. Now, of course, I don't want that totally covering him. I want it to be half and half. So what I want to do is I'm going to double click that one. I've got to double click this. This is so important. I've got to double click that to get this into that frame, into the viewer. Then go to motion, which is up here. And then I want to go to crop because I want to bring back the right-hand side. And it's over there. Okay, great. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to soften the edge because remember this edge is plenty soft. And let's do that thing that Chris and Catlin did. And Kathleen, I'm sorry. Sorry for maligning your name. Still trying to get these names down. Anyway, let's bring this right here. Sorry. Bring that right there. Bip. Bring that to right. Oh, I gotta shorten this up. Okay. All right, so we're here. And by the way, if you ever wanted to save a setup, if you rearrange the windows, you can always go up to, I believe it's window, arrange, and I can save a window layout. I can name it something. It'll save it for me. So if I wanted to say COM 283 tutorial, I could save that. Then the next time, if I had my frames thrown all over the place like this, if I just went arrange, I could go down and there it is, and pip, goes right back to what it was. So I think that's kind of cool. Anyway, let's leave that there, and you can see that this edge right here is kind of soft. So first thing I want to do is I want to go and I want to feather that edge a little bit. Okay. Now you realize that upon feathering the edge, it gets smaller. So I want to go up to scale, blow it up a bit. Okay. And then I want to make it translucent. So I want to go to opacity and I want to bring it down a bit. If I can grab it. All right. If I can't grab it, just go to the arrow and back it down. And then once I get it off the edge there, I should be able to grab it. There you go. And there you go. And it's pretty much dead on. there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Next thing I want to do, and then I'll stop, is I want to put his graphic, the Dr. Porter graphic. So you want to go all the way up here and back into the browser bin. Double click that. Created this in Photoshop, but you don't have to do that. You could create it here, but I like Photoshop because it gives you a little bit more control. So like I did with the color solid, I want to make an in and an out down here. So there's my out. Oh, there's my out. Arrow up. There's my in. Now I need to make another track. So right click on my mouse, add the track, drag this up to make sure I'm laying in the right spot, and just simply click and drag this thing, making sure that, because I accidentally pushed the cursor all the way to the end. I can make an endpoint, or I can just let it go, but if I don't make an endpoint, it'll go from wherever the cursor is. Okay, so I'm set there, click and drag, and there's Dr. Porter. Of course, Dr. Porter is in the middle. I told you about the title safe. You go to the third pill button, click and hold, and if you get show title safe, you click that, and these lines come up. Everything within this box is safe for titles. Everything in this box is safe for action. That means for people who are, you're looking to see. Okay, so all you need to do is now move this, and you move that by going to Dr. Porter, and I would double click them at this point. And if you bring that over to motion, I would then go over to this window, click and drag. It's a little bit too big, so I would take them down a little bit. Maybe just nudge him, bring him over. That looks like that's just about right. And I am a fanatic about round numbers, so I'm going to guess that when I did this, I probably went 70, because 72 just doesn't sound like me. Okay. So that's the second part. Okay. The third part that I'll go over is the Penn State McKees port, and I'll do that in this next lesson. So stay tuned.